I want to talk to you guys about the situation with Shannon Sharpe. And I don't want to have a long intro because I think long intros are annoying. So I'll try to just go directly to the point. Just want to start out by saying that I don't know anything about Shannon Sharpe. I don't watch his stuff. I know of him, of course, but I don't watch any of his programs. It's just not my thing. It's not something that I really care about. But when there's an opportunity to educate people, right? You know what the saying is: a a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. And that's what we're doing today. That's what we're gonna do. So if you guys don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, I'm just gonna give you the gist of it. I don't know the tiny little details, but I know enough to get the point across. So Shannon Sharpe is a sportscaster. Okay, he was known for having a show with Skip Bayless. Then he went over when he was in Fox Sports, and then he went over to ESPN with his Stephen A. Smith. And what happened is that this guy decided to be a good idea. Go, and this guy's 66 years old. He's in his 60s, I think. He's either in his 60s or his late 50s, but he's up there. He either qualifies for the AARP or he's close enough. But this guy decided to do was he decided to start messing with some OnlyFans model. This little OnlyFans model, 20 something years old. He decides to mess with her. He decides to film all this nasty stuff. I think he filmed stuff. He's text messaging her, because he's a single guy. Guy left his family. I think he was married, but I don't want to. I don't want to trash him on things that I don't really know 100% about. So I'm just gonna. He's a single guy. I don't know if he was ever married. I assume he was, but that's besides the point. He was in his. He hooks up with this 20-something-year-old broad. Messaging her the nastiest stuff, right? And then this consensual relationship then turns into SA. And I say SA because of the terms of service, right? She decides to turn on him and say, "Oh, this was SA, and I'm gonna call the police, and I'm going to the authorities with this," right? Of course, this stuff was settled out of court, right? Stuff never went to the legal system. And this event happened a couple of months back. But now, on my X feed, starting to see that he's settling to the tune of what I read. I don't know if it's true or not, but it really doesn't matter. But I'll just give the number anyway. He's settling for the tune of like 20 million and change. It's 20-something million dollars. Right? And why I'm telling you guys this, why I think it's important to rant to whoever's listening to this is because you guys really need to know, for men especially, right? You need to keep your urges in check. I'm just gonna speak to you as clearly and directly as possible. You need to keep your horniness in check. Okay? You want to know why you should keep your horniness in check? Because if you don't keep your horniness in check, women are going to take advantage of you. That's what this woman did to Shannon Sharpe. This woman, who was an OF model, she decides to, who cares, because it seems like she doesn't have any dignity. It's like, I don't care. Like, it's not a reputation that I need to defend. She goes and starts messing with this guy. And what the legal stuff was talking about, if I remember, was that out of nowhere, Shannon Sharpe, when he was in the middle of a session with this OF model, a private massage session, you know what I'm saying, he decides to try to sodomize her. They had done it before, but she goes, "Hey, don't do this," right? And he, this is according to the stuff that I heard. She says, "Hey, not today," or whatever. "Don't do it. I don't feel like it today." He ends up doing it anyway. Right? And then, like I had previously mentioned, she gets a lawyer, start talking about charges. They settle out of court. Now she's a multi-millionaire. Now she posted that she was gonna retire from doing adult content. She didn't need to do that anymore. But again, men need to control their horniness. If you're listening and you're a man, you need to control your horniness. Okay? Learn from the lesson of Shannon Sharpe. This guy, because he couldn't control his urges, he goes with an OnlyFans model, doesn't realize that the OnlyFans model has nothing to lose, decides to play the game with her, right? Decides to, have fun with her. And she takes him to town, cleans him up. Now he got kicked out of ESPN. That was news yesterday. Gets kicked out. He gets cut from a $100 million contract with ESPN. All right. And now he's left to doing his own podcast here on YouTube. That's what happens when you don't keep your horniness in check. That's what happens when the urge to bust one overrides common sense. Okay, you don't mess with the OF model, especially when you're a multimillionaire, entertainer or something like that. If you're a sportscaster with ESPN, famous sportscaster, dude, you shouldn't be messing with those kinds of girls, man, because those girls will take you to town. Those girls don't mind nuking their own reputations, especially OF models, because they don't have reputations to wreck. They don't care. It's easy money. This is technically prostitution. This is the most aggressive form of prostitution I've ever seen. You hook up with this e-hooker, right? This e-prostitute. You hook up with her, and then she makes you pay against your will. She something that was consensual. That was you both agreed it was a consensual relationship. A consensual adult relationship then turns into a transaction at the point of gun. $23 million, I heard. Doesn't matter if it's 20. It doesn't matter if it's 1 million. Okay, the fact is that homeboy paid because he couldn't calm himself down. He couldn't go and take a cold shower. He couldn't get with one of the aunties. Unc went crazy. He went after this OF model, this 20-year-old girl, right? Because he has his fantasies. Now he's paying big time. I'm sure he's gonna recover. It's not like he's 100% in trouble, because he's not. The guy's well taken care of. He's got his podcast to bring money in. But the point that I want to give you guys is this, okay? Control your horniness. Don't fall for those things, man. If it happened to Shannon Sharpe, it can happen to you too. And this is another reason why you shouldn't have premarital sex. This is another argument why you shouldn't do that. Because you don't know which one of these ladies you take home is the mine. So that's my rant. It's a short rant. If you like it, please like, share, subscribe. Subscribe, because it's my new. This is the new content that I'm going to be doing on this page now. So you guys enjoy. This is a nice talk to have with you guys when you guys are driving to work or anything like that. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one.